Greetings of peace and love, everybody. I want to offer a little bit of earth element information today. Now, what do I mean by earth element information? Earth element information is information that is based upon the earth. Information that is based upon keeping you grounded. Information that is based upon you getting ahead materially. Information that is based upon you being healthy and keeping your physical body healthy. This is earth element information. Money, health, your career, your job, things of the mundane. This is earth element type of information. And the earth element is the most important element, believe it or not, here on this plane because we are on our earth planet. Notice I say a earth planet. I say a earth planet because there are many planets with earth. Because earth is simply dirt or simply soil or whatever the surface of a particular planet is made out of. That is the earth of a planet. And we are earth beings because we are made from the earth. Everything that is in your body comes from the earth. You are a child of the earth. So this is why the earth element is key. It's key. The earth element is key because if you can't master groundedness, rootedness, foundation, if you can't lay a solid foundation, you can't take off to extreme heights. Everyone needs a home. Everyone needs a foundation. Everyone has to be rooted in something. Even ETs have a home. ETs are from different star constellations. They have homes. They even have homes away from homes. But at the end of the day, even ETs are rooted in an earth type of element. As far as physical ETs, that is. Physical ETs. And it's no different with the human. You need earth-centered information to stay grounded. A lot of times when we get into consciousness, we get the air information, the intellectual type of information. We get the fire information, which is the radical information. The information that gets you charged up to go move out and do something. We get that information. You know what I'm saying? We like that information. We get the water information, the spiritual information that, you know what I'm saying, takes us to higher levels on the spiritual plane. But the earth information, a lot of conscious people don't like dealing with that. Because a lot of conscious people, they don't like it here on this planet. And I used to be one of them. So I'm not speaking like I'm not a part of that. Because I understand your plight. And that's a part of the reason why I put together this channel to help walk people out of certain mentalities. But one of those mentalities is not liking the earth element and not liking being on this planet. A lot of people don't like it here because it's too much structure. It's too grounded. People are just too in a box. People, like, this is conscious people. Conscious people don't like this. And I'm still like this. Don't get it twisted. I'm still radical like that. I mean, I started to honor the earth element now because I'm on a different level with consciousness now. And that's why I'm making this video. And I started to honor the earth element and learn that I do have a role here in the matrix. And I do have to honor the earth element. But at the same time, I don't like it here. I don't like it here. But me not liking it here, I use that as fuel to change things. To change things in my life so that I will like it here. So when I say I don't like it here, it's more of a sense of I don't like to see the suffering that goes on. But as far as my life in it, I'm happy. I can honestly say that. I'm happy. I'm happy as long as I'm educating people. As long as I know I'm out there educating people, I'm happy. The only time I'm really seriously depressed is when I can't even teach people and I'm looking at the stuff going on. When I'm educating people and I'm looking at what's going on television, what's going on in politics, at least I feel like I'm educating people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm making a change. I'm putting in my efforts. So that I'm not responsible for that. I'm not responsible for that karma, for that world karma. The blood is not on my hands. See, people talk about the New World Order and the Illuminati, but the blood is on your hands. Not really for the Illuminati, because my concept of Illuminati is something totally different. Illuminati is not even all bad the way people make you think it is. But I'm saying as far as people wanting to control the world, these world orders and stuff. People always complain about this stuff, but at the end of the day, they only exist because of what's called collective consciousness. And you have to ask yourself, what are you doing to change that, to shift the power structure? What are you doing in relationship to collective consciousness to help that to shift? You see, so what I do, I'm happy because I'm doing something to benefit collective consciousness. I'm very conscious and aware of what's going on. I realize that a lot of people aren't going to listen to what I'm saying. I realize that. But I'm saying on a collective consciousness level, I'm putting out energy out there and it's going to come back. It's going to come back. So I'm excited to teach. I don't care if it was just 100 people listening to me. I would still teach. Reason for that is because I know I'm putting out energy that's helping to shape collective consciousness. And even if it's just a small, my portion is only 1%, and somebody else's portion is 10%. It's not about comparison. Some people may have a bigger portion in collective consciousness based upon their energy and their aura or whatever, their karma, and you know what I'm saying, how many times they've reincarnated. And some people might only have 1%. But the person that has 1% versus the person that has 10, it's not a comparison, because your 1% is just as important as that person's 10%. So I want to point that out. And mastering the earth element is important in your path to consciousness. You have to find out what is your role here in this matrix. You have to find that out. And the good way to figure that out is that what do you want to do to earn a living? What do you want to do to make money? And people say, well, especially conscious people. When I say people, no, I'm talking about conscious people. Like to talk about, well, who cares about money? That's just material and all of that type of stuff. Like, who cares? Like, we don't really need money. It's just like we can set up a community and we can get rid of money. But that hasn't been done. That hasn't been done. And I'm not about giving people solutions that depend on that you may have to rely on another person. True, we are all interdependent. You're always relying on people, but I like to offer people solutions that work with energy, that go past relying on physical people to be in certain positions so that they can get things. I'm all about offering people information that's past that, supreme information. That's about what I'm here to offer. So you want to get out this matrix, you need money. You know what I'm saying? You need money so that you can help people. You want to help people. You need enough capital, because money is capital. So let's say capital. You need enough capital to help people. And you need to look up the word capital in a law dictionary so that you can figure out what that means. But you're going to need that. You're going to need enough capital to help people. So that's the one thing. And that's a material that falls up under the earth element. Money is material, very much material. So you need a piece of material to help people. In order to help people, even though on an intellectual level, you would need materials. I can't help you on an intellectual level and teach you without materials. I need a camera in order to speak to you. A camera is a material. So I need material to speak to you. So I'm saying all of this because a lot of conscious people don't really realize how important the earth element is in magic. It's just as important as all the other elements, and I'm going to explain to you why. So you have money. You have to make money here in the matrix, right? Now, there's different ways to make money. Mostly, they fall into two different categories. You either have a job or you have a career, or some people call it the higher life purpose. A job is basically something that you trade in your hours in your life or your time. You trade in your time or your energy for money. So you go work a job for X amount of hours in exchange for money. That's one way to get money, right? Second way you can get money is, well, it's actually three ways. Excuse me. Second way is through the higher life purpose, through the career, through your ultimate, you know what I'm saying, what you ultimately want to do. What do you love to do? You can get money that way. And that deals with more so your public standing, your ability to create your way into the situation that you need. That goes into a lot of other factors, but that's another way. Your higher life purpose is different from your job or your day-to-day job. And then you have another way that I almost left out, which is investments. Investments. That's another way to get money. So there's three ways to get money according to astrology. Now let's go into the different avenues that you can take. And these can be easily categorized, these avenues. These avenues can be categorized into your white collar type of individuals, your blue collar type of individuals, your green collar individuals, your black collar individuals, and your red collar individuals. Now, these are 5 collars. And many of you have heard of the blue collars and the white collar workers. You've heard of them, but you're like, what the hell is a red collar? Well, before I go into the red collar, let me first send a shout out to one of my fellow subscribers. Forgot his name, but I know he's watching this. Shoot me an email when you hear this. But young brother too, about like 21 I believe, was telling me, breaking down the red collars, and he was breaking this down. We was building on this a while ago, like months ago. And I just now decided to do a video on this, but we was talking about the red collars. And you got the white collars, you see. The white collars are like the business people, right? You know what I'm saying? These are like the professionals. These are like the pastors, people that wear suits on mostly, like for their job. These are your white collars. CEOs, professionals, business people, your bankers. These are your white collars. Then you have your blue collar workers. Now you know what the blue collar workers are. These are your hard workers, your construction workers, people that work hands on, your plumbers, your electricians, even your blue collars go into your warehouse workers, your factory workers. These are your blue collars. Then you have the red collars. A lot of people are familiar with the red collars. The red collars are your entertainers, your artists, your dancers, those people that get into the arts, mostly through entertainment. These are your red collars, your entertainers. Then you have your black collars. A lot of people haven't heard of the black collars. Now your black collars, these are your underworld individuals. These are your people that have illegitimate incomes. These are your so-called legitimate incomes. These are your drug dealers. These are your people that, your thieves, your con artists, your pimps, your hustlers, your bootleggers. These are the black collars. Very much an industry. Very important in the matrix. And then you have your green collars. Green collars. What is the green collars? Now the green collars are interesting. The green collars, I consider myself now a green collar. And a green collar is interesting because a green collar works within all the other collars. Works within all the other collars but doesn't get stuck within them. Takes from all the other collars and creates a spiritual system. A green collar person or individual is like a mystic. A green collar individual may shapeshift, may do the work of a CEO as a white collar, may shapeshift again and come back and do the work as a blue collar worker, may paint their office, shapeshift. Then they shapeshift again. They shapeshift into a red collar worker. They may have to do something on an entertainment level to promote their business. They may have to make a song or some type of jingle to promote their business. So now they're in the red collar realm. Basically, a green collar is one who is spiritual and that's equal to ether. A green collar person is similar to ether in a sense that a green collar person can do all of the jobs and uses all of those different collars for their own good, for the greater good of, not for their own good, but for the greater good of the whole. That's what a green collar worker is. And a green collar worker has to be more intelligent than the other collars because it has to know a little bit about all of the other collars in order to be a green collar. That's what a green collar is. And green collars are deep. You know what I'm saying? The whole system of it is really deep. I'm just touching on it here or whatever, but you have to essentially be like a jack of all trades. And your mastery will come from you extracting from different systems and putting together your own system. This is when you become a green collar. When you can take from various systems to create your own. Bruce Lee, he was a green collar of martial arts. He was a green collar. He took from different arts to come up with his own. This is what Bruce Lee did. This is what all of the masters do. This is what all of the masters do. See, people, they get stuck on the earth element mode. People in the earth element mode get stuck in different compartments. You know what I'm saying? Like when we deal with the earth element, we tend to get linear and we get stuck. And we look at like, this is how I make money, this is how I make my money, and I'm not gonna ever be able to make money no other kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how my money comes. And people, they think like, they don't consciously think like that, but this is what you're subconsciously telling yourself because you go to work every day, you don't even try to make money another kind of way. You don't even attempt. A lot of people don't even attempt. So they're stuck on linear 3D type of levels or whatever, so they never really get a chance to get to. A green collar person isn't stuck. See, a green collar person can make money off investments, they make money off the higher life purpose, and then they work every day for the higher life purpose. So their day-to-day work, instead of going to work for somebody and punching a clock, their day-to-day work is for the higher life purpose. And then when they make money from the higher life purpose, they can take that and invest into making things even better for themselves and for the people. That's what a green collar worker does. A green collar worker is basically like a light worker. It's like a light worker. They're learning how to manipulate the different lights. See, if you notice, when I went into these different collars, they're all related to different colors. And there's a reason for that. See, they knew what they were doing when they said white collar, black collar, green collar, red collar. They knew, even when they said blue collar and white collar, you heard of them. And there's a reason for that. They knew about the black collar and the green collar and the red collar. Trust and believe that. But they just gave you two options. They didn't want you to know about those other three options because, for one thing, a lot of times the black collars are usually working in cahoots with the white collars. See, the black collars are the aspect of the underground money or money that they don't want to account for. So that's what they use the black collars for. They use the black collars for underworld type of stuff. That's what the white collars and black collars work together, pretty much. They work together hand in hand. They sitting at this table together. The white collars and the black collars. They go hand in hand. The red collars are your entertainers. And a lot of times the white collars and the black collars use the red collars for things. Just like a lot of dope boys and underworld people got into the music industry and they took over the music industry. So what happened with the music industry really essentially was that it was taken over by the black collars and people from the underworld. You know what I'm saying? And it was took over by the white collars. Like I said, they work hand in hand. The drug dealers work right with the CEOs, and a lot of times the drug dealers become the CEOs. Look at some of your big famous rappers and tell me I'm lying. I'm not going to say any names. So that's how it goes or whatever. So not to say any of that is wrong. I'm saying that to say this. You have to learn all of that and know all of that, so now you know which job fits into which category. So now you decide, am I a black collar? Am I a white collar? Am I a red collar? Am I a green collar? Which collar am I? Which shirt do I wear? Which hat am I going to wear? Do I want to wear multiple hats? If so, why? You see, so if you're a green collar, you want to wear multiple hats, you're probably a green collar. Because a green collar essentially, like I said, takes from them all, but for a higher spiritual purpose. For a higher spiritual purpose. So that's one of the catches to being a green collar. You can't qualify to be a green collar if you're taking, extracting from all of them for your own selfish purposes. For your own selfish purposes. That would not make you a green collar. That would just basically put you into being more like either a red collar or a black collar. Because you're doing these things for selfish gain, which puts you on a lower frequency and lowers your frequency. A green collar is doing these things for the higher life purpose, to help collective consciousness increase itself. This is why the green collar does what he or she does. Notice that green is the color of healing. The trees are green. The earth is mostly green. If you think about it, it's mostly green. And the reason for this is because green is the color of healing. It's the color of the heart. It resonates with the heart chakra. So the healers would definitely be green collars. It would only be right. It would only be right. So once you figure all of this out, you have to figure out, where do you see yourself in it? Which collar are you? You have to decide. And decide you must, because you have to work with the earth element. You have to work with the earth element. So you have to decide what you want to do and see which collar it fits in. Now, I'm going to warn you. The white collars and the black collars, they're running things now. But the green collars will be the new world. And I'm not going to call them leaders, because the green collar will never put itself or herself as a leader. But let's say the green collar will be the new world elite. And they will be elite not because they got all this money. See, people they always want to use money. Money, money, money. Money makes you better than people. Because I got more money, I make more money than you, I'm better. They don't got nothing to do with that. They won't be elite because of that. They'll be elite because they will have more knowledge on how to heal the world's problems. You see, the world is going through turmoil. And only the healers have the solution to all problems. See, the problem with the world is that it's left-brained. It's patriarchal. And left-brainedness creates compartmentalizations, which is a reptilian trait, by the way. So this world is compartmentalized. And what they don't realize in this world is that all of these industries, though they appear separate, are all rooted in one thing. And when that one thing comes down, the whole thing is going to go down. And you know what that one thing is that all of these different compartments are rooted in? It's an idea. It's an idea. It's all rooted in belief. But you know what's happening now? And the elite can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Is the people are not believing in this thing anymore. People don't believe in it anymore. The Matrix. People don't believe in it. So it's not working as effectively as it used to. Don't let them fool you. The Matrix is not working as effectively as it used to, as far as the control grid, because of us shifting into the fourth dimension. So now they very much need your belief, because now we are all totally in the realm of attraction. Whatever you believe comes back at you now. So for people to stop believing in the Matrix now, you start to see shit disappear in the Matrix. Companies closing. All of that stuff is the result of people not believing. All it takes is a thought, beloved, to cause a revolution. A thought. So you have to choose your lane. Which collar are you? Find your lane. Find your life purpose. And do it. But like I was saying, the white collars and the black collars, they're in for it. The world is shifting. The green collars are the only people that have solutions. The white collars aren't intelligent. The white collars, they appear to be intelligent because they wear suits, but they use money to control. Same thing with the black collars. The black collars are actually more intelligent than the white collars, though, because you have to be intelligent to be a criminal. You have to be more intelligent to be a criminal, because you have to do things and get away with it and not be seen. So the black collars have to be more intelligent because they have to move in the shadows. See, the black collars are the shadow movers. You know what I'm saying? So they have to be a lot more intelligent than the white collars are up front. You see them. You see the CEO of IBM, but you don't see what the shit IBM doing on the underworld level. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that. So, and I'm using IBM. That was a bad example because, I mean, that's an outdated company. But you see the CEO of Google, but you don't see what Google is doing on the low. You know what I'm saying? You don't see the black market aspect. And believe this, every business has a light and dark side to it. There's a light aspect to it and a dark aspect to it. And all of these companies have, if you study how these people started these companies, a lot of them started from the black market. A lot of them were a part of the black market in the black collar arena, and they shifted and became the white collar people. So it's no different. But I'm saying all that to say, they're all based on the same thing, which is money. The white collars and the black collars, and that's about to melt down. You see, because the world financial crisis is going to get even more deep. So the currency is going to melt down. But the green collars will still be there because the green collars have knowledge. They know how to make products. See, a green collar is a creator too. A green collar can create products out of thin air. A green collar knows solutions to problems, like knows how to tell people things and knows about information that a lot of people don't know about. So if shit was to hit the fan and if shit was to go down, a green collar would know what to do, would know what to do because they have knowledge in their head. They don't need money. That's what separates a green collar from a white collar or a black collar, because they need money to do their thing. Green collar doesn't. They just have skill and information. So, in the red collars, to go more into them, I don't want to leave them out. The red collars are a very interesting group. They rely on Kundalini energy. It's just that what's happening with the red collars right now is that they're being dominated by the sexual force. They're being dominated by a sex force, a lust force. So what the red collars are supposed to do is take the red energy and shift it into purple energy. That's what the entertainer is supposed to do. You take the red energy located at the Kundalini, at the base of the spine, and you raise it up into purple energy, and then you let it shine. That's how you make higher vibrational music, of which I'll be demonstrating. But you take the red energy and you move it up. So it starts out red. But what's happening with the entertainment industry now is that they stuck on the red. They're not moving up. They're not ascending. They're stuck on the red light. That's what they want to do with is the red. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking that, but they don't want to shift it into the purple. They don't want to move their energy up from the red to the purple. They want to stay stuck on the lower dimensions and on the lower levels because the world is stuck, and they about the money. See, they get controlled by the white collars and the black collars, so they all about money too, the red collars, because they're artists, and I respect the red collars. That's why I respect red collars, because they're artists. But they're not business people, and they allow the white collars and the black collars to control them because they don't know enough about business. So that's why a green collar is so cold, because a green collar is like, he knows business or she knows business, he or she knows spirituality, he or she knows art and entertainment, and they put that together to create their own system. So, to my fellow green collars, keep doing what you're doing. For those people out there that are looking for their path and their purpose, look at the jobs and put them in the categories. Or do you want to be a part of the old world and be a black or white collar person? Or do you want to be a part of the new world and become a red, purple, or green collar person? It's your choice. I hope this video helped to get people to get on a clearer path as far as finding their niche here in the matrix, finding their life purpose, finding their higher life purpose, and implementing it and becoming successful off of it. We have to begin to make consciousness look good on a material level, so that we can get the young people coming up to look at this thing. We have to get them to look at this thing, and we can't get them to look at this thing if they don't see anything on a material level being produced. We are spiritual beings having a material experience. So, until we meet again, I'll leave you all in. Peace.